So yeah, speaking of Ryan taking little kids, JJ, you got a 2-year-old, and you've done a lot with him over the last couple of years. So for all the new dads out there, any tricks or advice that you'd give them in terms of bringing their little ones on the outdoors?
Yeah, absolutely. Ryan just touched on it a little bit. It's all about having snacks. With the toddler, I think having plenty of snacks to go around is key to keep their engagement up. And if you're doing something that takes longer and they might be done with it, I have my toddler says, all done. And it's like, no, we got an hour and a half more to go. Here, have a snack, and he'll eat that up, and that'll usually make the day go by a little bit smoother. Also having proper gear. We have sunglasses that fit him, and hats that fit him, and water bottles that he likes to drink out of that are his. So having the proper gear and snacks, I think, make a long trip. They sustain a little bit better on a long trip.
You are the definition of the nouveau outdoor dad. So I think we'd all agree we probably wouldn't be working here in this industry if we weren't inspired probably by our dad or father figure in our life. So maybe a memory of getting outdoors with your pops or father figure?
Yep. So 5 brothers and a sister and their 5 siblings, mom and dad camping in the canvas tent. And if it ever rained, the rule was don't touch the side of the tent or it'll leak. So
where did you go when you did that?
Usually up in Pentwater.
Okay.
Yeah, so we had grandparents in the area, so it was always great to be with family and that.
Awesome.
So.
Michael?
On mine, I kind of mentioned it earlier that coming up here, we're going to Leelanau State Park, and that's a very fond memory with my dad and brother. And we kind of, for a while there was an annual trip. It seemed usually around Memorial Day to Father's Day, somewhere in there where we could find a weekend. And so now I want to do that with my kids because I'm so fond of it and that whole area, and excited to show why I love that place and all the stuff that's around there to do and see. And I'm so excited to get them up there and have that chance.
JJ?
My dad was a big water guy. Both my parents were actually, but my dad always took me fishing. We'd fish out in southeast Michigan quite a bit. And then do some ice fishing as well, so I loved doing that with him as a kid. The biggest thing we did was canoe. We canoed a lot, especially in the Manistee River in northern Michigan. That's kind of where I grew up since I was like a year old, just one of those big orange life jackets right in the middle of that boat. And just remember my dad wearing his sailor hat and having just great memories in that canoe. So
we should see if they got any pictures. It'd be fun to see Dodge versus you.
I'm sure we can throw some on there.
Ryan?
It's all camping. I mean, growing up, we used to do big, long summer. My mom was a school teacher, so my dad would take all his vacation, most of it in the summer, and we'd pack up the old windowless black 18 van and drive out west camping. And with this guy here too, my brother. But probably the one that sticks out the most that I end up sharing stories with people over the years is camping in up in Glacier National Park in a tent and struggling to fall asleep at night because you could see the shadows of the grizzly bears walking through the campsite right on the tent wall. And I can just remember my dad just saying, don't worry, they're just going to the dumpsters. So now you can't even open a dumpster as a human out west, but things have changed a lot. It was fun.
Ron?
Well, I think, our dad was not a super outdoorsy guy, but we had a pop-up camper, and we went on a lot of weekend trips in the summertime. And we thought they were so far away from where we lived. I'm the only one that grew up in Ohio. Go Buckeyes! We thought these trips as little kids were like hours away from home, but they were only about 45 minutes to get to these other campgrounds. And Dad always made it, all about us. We were 3 boys, and Dad always, was an amazing caretaker for us as, us kids. And I felt especially me because I was an athlete and played soccer, and my dad took special interest in me. So my dad didn't live long enough to make it to, see a lot of his grandchildren, but he was a special guy to me.
And I was fortunate, my parents moved us up to Sutton's Bay in the late 60s where there was nobody around, and so I grew up as much time outdoors as indoors, and was introduced to being on the water in canoes, upland bird hunting, trout fishing. We didn't take a lot of trips because that part of the world was pretty adventurous all on its own, and so very thankful that he and my mom, but mostly my dad, were able to get us up there, and then truly got us to take advantage of northern Michigan back before. A lot of people were up there because it's a different environment up there now, but my memories of going out in the woods with my dad are many and very fond. So we're going to wrap this up. This is a store full of really cool stuff. You should be able to find something awesome for your dad here. Let's hear some gifts that either you'd like to give or like to get as a father, as being a part of Bill and Paul's.
Nothing beats Yeti, whether it's having your morning coffee out on deck in the morning, enjoying your Father's Day, or drinkware of any type.
Is that your color?
This is my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Chelsea, pay attention.
For me, I'll say more, maybe something I don't need, but more to give. Mine's too big to bring over here, but from Camp Chef, it's their 2-burner flat top portable grill. Do everything from breakfast to dinner on that thing, and legs fold up, and you can store it if you need to. Perfect gift for Father's Day, to get out there and cook, grill, whatever. Make the perfect meal.
I've been eyeing this chair here for a long time. It's the Nemo Stargazer. I'm a big dad. I want to be comfortable when I'm sitting by the fire or sitting at a sporting event or just outside in general. This thing's really cool, super comfy. It's like a hammock chair that you can recline and stargaze with.
There it is, right there.
So that's my dream chair right there.
Dream chair.
And for me, I guess it's something I'd want to get, probably on the smaller side. A lot of people, I think, when they think Bill and Paul's, are thinking, get the paddleboard, get the kayak, get the skis, and there's a lot of cool little items when you walk around here, and a lot of them make great gifts. So I was struggling this morning trying to open the wrapper on a kayak because my knife is horribly dull. So there's a knife cabinet here with a ton of really cool knives in there, and we've freshened that cabinet up over the last couple of years too. So I would love to get a nice new folding knife.
Well, it's summertime, the sun's out. I'm a sunglass guy. I have many different pairs of sunglasses. We have a brand new brand of sunglasses in the store from Costa Del Mar.
Sure.
But they got a lot of fantastic styles with a lot of great lenses in there. Great look for any dad.
I'm on Ryan's side of the fence, something small, kids. I need a new frying pan at the camper. This is a fold-up handle, so it's not gonna get in the way. It's not expensive. I don't need much. I enjoy just being outdoors with whatever. So
You got to make sure you fold the handle out before you start cooking.
Don't cook. Right there we
It's
go.
hot.
That's why I love these guys. They've got my back. Your dads come on in. They're going to show you how to use this stuff, not just sell it to you. We have a lot of fun around here. It's awesome to work with you guys. I'd like to offer a toast to all the dads out there and to the dads that I work with. Cheers.
Cheers.
Happy Father's Day.